Sharon, take it away.
Well, I got to tell you, we have something here that you can have for dessert after maybe enjoying those delicious lobster tails that you may never have had this way before, but it is a classic way to enjoy apples in Germany. This is from Peller. We have Claudia Hillmeyer joining us once again. Guten Tag.
Everybody. Guten Tag, Sharon. So good seeing you again.
Good to see you too.
Guten Tag.
So the pretzels that we had earlier have been a runaway hit ever since you brought them here to QVC.
Yes.
This is something that is very new and very different. We have had it on the air a couple of times before, but if you don't know what it is, think about your favorite apple pie, but think about a little portable way to carry it, because they are thick cut slices of apple that are lightly battered and then fried, and you're just finishing off the process when you get them at home. And you get 36 pieces of them. That's a lot of people to feed, especially if you're doing this for the Memorial Day holiday. 2 easy payments of $21.18 a month, $42.36 for your entire price. I'm going to step behind you, my dear. Look at all of the pieces you're getting here, and look at how thick they are. What amazes me, Claudia, is the weight of these when I get them, and it's all in the fruit. The fruit is thick cut.
And when you look at the fruit, first of all, they are authentic Bavarian from the most beautiful Bavarian orchards. Like it's imported. Nobody has it but QVC in the country, and it used to be my favorite childhood like sweet treat. So when you look at that big thick cut of fruit and that light batter, it's so unique. You gotta try it with some amazing vanilla sauce. Look at, and you just
vanilla ice cream.
You just I dip it in the cinnamon sugar, which we ship with the apple rings.
That's right. You will get a bag of the
included.
cinnamon sugar, so you can serve them with the sugar or without. It's completely up to you, because I love that the apple rings themselves is all this for me.
And it's
you know what? I'm going to skip the fork. I'm just going to grab it.
Beautiful, juicy apples. Everything imported from Munich, Germany, and it's I just feel like the German heritage. So many Americans have those roots, those German roots, and
I do.
We want to bring back those traditions. And I think
This is
there
amazing.
is nothing faster. You're going to be such an amazing host, because you can do so much during Memorial Day when all the parties. It's such an easy air fryer preparation.
Oh, that's
if you
right.
have the air fryer at home, oh my God, it's like 8 minutes. They come out.
I believe it is
crisp.
8 minutes when you do it in the air fryer. I think it's between 350 and 375 degrees, but you can do them in the oven or the toaster oven. And I will say, I myself come from a German heritage. My father was born in Bavaria. I moved here a very long time ago.
Sharon.
I know. And I remember when we went over and we visited with his family members. The foods were all so fresh. Everything was done immediately. It was done the day of. And when you take a bite out of this without the cinnamon sugar, you get the delicacy of the fruit sweet apple. And then that outside is very thin and delicate, and it's just crisp enough. But if you want to make it a sweeter treat for the kids, dunk it. Now, if we were going to do it in the cinnamon sugar, do we need to dunk it in anything else before we put it in the cinnamon, or do we just sprinkle it on top?
They're pre-fried, so they're ready. All you want to do is heat them up and give them that crispiness that is so beautiful. And then you can be really creative, like with the raspberry sauce, with the chocolate sauce. You can make them savory, like especially during a Memorial Day party. Oh, this is amazing. It's an apple ring sandwich, basically. If you want to go like no flour, this is a perfect sandwich.
Oh my gosh.
It's
well, you know what?
It's red and white as a kraut.
Apples. I was going to say apples and pork together. If you had this with pork chops, would be delicious. Actually, like instead of an escalloped apple on the side.
And you know what the beauty is, that we don't add the sugar. It has the natural apple, the sweetness. But then you can add the sugar if you want to, but you can make a beautiful savory dish.
I love it.
Which is so unique. And again, the apple with any kind of meat, with a turkey,
I'm going to tell you, this is so unique and so fantastic. And look at how thick this is. And when the kids are all running around for the Memorial Day barbecue and the plans that you're having this weekend, yeah, they want to have a treat. They want to have, cake or sweet or something at the end of the day, but they don't want to stop running around. They want to keep doing things. They can grab it and run away with it.
And it's so unique, and it's the best finger food you can imagine. And it actually only has about 100 calories per snack.
Is that it?
That's it, and it gets as healthy as it gets. Look at that
Look at how
thick
beautiful this
slices
is.
and the thin, crispy dough.
So if we don't have an air fryer at home and we're doing this in the oven or the toaster oven, what would our time and temperature be?
15 to 20 minutes. You really want to, like, after 15 minutes, check that they have the crispiness.
Now, if they're not
And
crispy, we just leave them in a
just
little
leave them
longer?
inside. Yeah, nothing happens. All you do is you have and the juiciness of the apple is just then inside the dough.
It's beautiful.
And like I said, you can dip it here. You can dip it in the chocolate.
Look at this idea.
You can
If we
dip it in the frosting. But the key is that it's such a unique dessert or savory item that nobody else has it. You want to be different, especially during party time.
I agree.
Holiday parties.
And you know
right?
what? You're getting a lot of these. I want you to see
30,
over here,
yes.
36 of them. How many people are you having come over for your Memorial Day barbecue? You could still be having 20 people come over and everybody could have at least one of these. I love the fact that each piece is so incredibly thick and it's so different, because when I was talking with Claudia before the show, when I think of the classic American all-time dessert, it is apple pie. But when I see these and I combine this idea, except it's a much more portable, compact way to eat the apple pie, and then you have control over the sweetness.
Everybody
it really is
loves
perfect.
apple, right? But this is a different version.
Or Apfel.
And Apfel.
Apfel.
And only on QVC and directly imported from Munich. So you can find that anywhere else. Look at that.
Even the apples are from a small little regional orchard in Bavaria, and that's one of the reasons this is a special treat. There is
And
no
how yummy
auto
is
delivery
that?
on this.
How
That
yummy
looks
is
so
that?
yummy right here.
And it's only 100 calories.
So I want you to stay where you are for this. It's on 2 easy payments of $21.18 a month. And like I said, when we have them, we have them. And when we don't, we don't. Each one of these delicacies is only $1.18. You could hop on a plane and fly to Bavaria to try them, but I think this is the more affordable way to do
here.
it. Exactly. Claudia, thank you so much.
Thank
You're going to
you,
be on QVC 2 tonight.
Yes, I am.
Isn't that right? 10 o'clock?
Yes, I'm very happy about that.
On our
QVC
sister
2
channel,
tonight.
QVC 2, if you want to check that out. But in the meantime, I think, am I zipping over this way?
You are too.
Claudia, thank you. Danke. So now we have the chance to go from desserts and snacks to something else. It could be a savory snack, or it could be a meal, or it could be the most amazing appetizer. We have Kara Gardner joining us, and she comes to us from the Perfect Bite Company. What they specialize in are appetizers that use ingredients that are hard for us to use on our own, like phyllo dough and puff pastry. So, Kara, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
for having me. I'm great. How are you?
Well, I love these. It is my pleasure to always have you here, because what you do is so superior to the norm from what we would usually see for the idea of a frank in a blanket. So I'm going to just hop to the other side of you for just a second to show you how many of these you're getting. A total of 50 of them. And almost every year I have a chance to go to the Fancy Food Show, which the past couple of years has been in the Javits Center in New York City. And that's where they reveal these things called Sophie Awards. This brand, this particular snack, is a Sophie Award finalist, and I got to tell you, there's usually over 3,000 entries that go in there to get down to the finalists that they have, and this is one of those that was a Sophie Award finalist. So I wanted you to know that as you're seeing all 50 pieces that are coming home to you. So when we look at this, what is special about the Frank itself?
So this is a no nitrate Frank. So it doesn't have MSG. It doesn't have corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any nitrates. So it's an all beef dog as well.
Oh my goodness. So
So-
all beef, which is huge for the
It is
flavor.
huge, yes.
Which we love. And then none of those bad ingredients that we were just talking about. So even when we talk about the center, the protein,